Good morning. I decided to do a video while I wait on my son. I'm in the parking lot of Publix. I just got in from work, so I'm dragging a little bit. Got a tired voice, and just dropped the pooches off to the groomers because they look atrocious. And now we have a few things to grab at Publix, so I decided kill two birds with one stone. Since I got my little face still on from work and I don't look like I just climbed out of bed, I decided I'd go ahead and do a video right quick. But anyway, I just wanted to do another update, let you guys know where I am. I don't know how many weeks post-op so far, and I don't like editing, so I won't add any editing features to this. But my bariatric operation was surgery was on August the 25th, and so I've already had post-op, my first post-op visit, and I actually have my second post-op visit on Monday, October 5th. So right now it's October the 3rd, 2015, and as of right now I've lost 36 pounds, and I'm a little frustrated already because I have been hovering at the same spot for about a week and a half, and that is very frustrating. I'm too early in the game to be at a plateau already. So I'm a little frustrated trying to figure things out. I go up a half a pound, I go down a half a pound, but basically I'm stuck right there in the same area. And the up and down I know is part of swelling. So like, for instance, I just came in from work. By the time I finish my 8-hour shift, my legs are swollen. And then I spend like the whole day in bed, relaxing, getting ready for work again that night. And by the night, I've released all of the fluid that I gained in through the night. So I'm still having that problem with my swelling fluctuating. And so it's not like I'm truly gaining, I'm gaining the swelling weight because then it's released the same night. However, I am stalled and not losing any real weight right now. And that's frustrating because I was losing a pound or half a pound, sometimes even 2 pounds. And on really good days, I've even lost 3 pounds in one day. And so now to be stuck, I'm frustrated. So I've been thinking of different things because I'm not quite sure what it is. At first, I was thinking, okay, I'm not eating enough. Because some days I just come in from work and I'm just too tired to be bothered and not feeling hungry at all. So I would just go to sleep. Then I'd wake up and I'd get, something. And I had been struggling to get all of my protein counts in. So I thought, well, maybe that's it. So then I tried to do better with that. Okay, have a little something before you go to sleep and watch the portions. Not that the portions have been much of a problem. Then I noticed I was enjoying some of the comfort foods better, like mashed potatoes. And they were just easier to get down and not worrying about anything getting stuck. So I was having that, and I was thinking, okay, well, maybe you're doing too much of the mashed potatoes and not enough on the proteins. So I tried to concentrate on that. So I'm frustrated on the right combination of what's going on. So then I thought, I had always had a problem with the swelling and stuff. So I thought, well, maybe it's sodium. So maybe I got to watch the sodium count in what I'm eating. So between the combination of maybe not picking the right items, I don't know if it's I'm still not incorporating enough proteins, maybe a little bit too much salt. I don't know what the problem is. But when I go back to the doctor, I intend to talk to them and find out if they can assist me in knowing how to get past this point. Anyway, so people are looking at me as I'm talking to my phone. And this lady here, I think she don't know where her car at. She's just walking and now she's turning around. And I sit in the parking lot and laugh at people. Parking lot's not that big. How you keep losing your car? Why y'all don't know where y'all parked at? I always know where I done parked. Anyway, so yeah, so that's where I am. So 36 pounds, I am still proud of that. And I haven't been like on a gain. I've just been stalled. I haven't like moved past the 36 points yet. 36 pounds yet. And what else? And I got sick for the first time at the women's show, at the Southern Women's Show last weekend. The first time, the first episode of being sick. And OMG, it scared me. I was so scared because everything had been so good and everything had been going down like it should. So I probably got a little too confident, but a co-worker of mine who had her surgery last year, we kind of went through the process together last year, and I was supposed to have my surgery on the 5th, and it didn't happen, and hers happened on the 4th like it was supposed to. So she told me that she still have an issue with eating rice. So I don't know if it was the rice that did it. She said she can eat mushy rice, but she can't really eat like the parboiled rice because it gets stuck every time. So I don't know if it was that, but at the women's show I had rice with some jambalaya, so it has sausage in it, and some red beans. So I ate like maybe 2 spoons of the red beans, which I've had some beans before, and I hadn't had an issue. I've even had rice, but I hadn't had an issue. I had tasted some sausage, but I wasn't so sure about it, so I only tasted like 1 bite, and I hadn't had a problem. So I don't know what the combination of was. I don't know if a rice particle got lodged in my pouch the wrong way. I'm not sure. But after about 3 bites of food, I knew I was in trouble. And all I could do was, and my sister looked at me and said, "Deborah, what's wrong?" And I couldn't say anything. I wasn't struggling to breathe, but it's hard to say something because what I realized is I was trying to suppress the feeling that was coming up in my throat. So I was like, you're trying so hard to suppress it. Well, she was like, you probably gonna have to just try to help bring it up rather than pushing it down because you're not gonna feel better. So sure enough, it's quite nasty. So I had to just kind of start up chucking in the cup because it was just, my mouth just went to watering, my eyes were watering because I was scared. And it was a pretty bad experience for about a good strong 10 minutes. Yeah, and so needless to say, I threw all of that away. And my niece was like, "Auntie, you could have carried that to somebody." But my brain was not thinking about sharing. I was thinking trash, don't want any more of that. So then I was afraid to eat after that. Excuse me. So I didn't eat until later on, like way later that night when we got back to the house. And my sister, I think Dee was the one who cooked spaghetti that night, which I hadn't had a problem with and didn't have a problem with that. It went down easy. But yeah, that was my first experience. And then yesterday I got sick again. And I know before you all send me ugly comments, I already know. I'm learning my lesson. But those old habits die really hard. They really do. And so my brain said, "Ooh, let's go get some Burger King breakfast. You haven't had that since way before surgery." Because, I had liquid diet and all of that. And so I was fiending for that Burger King. And I normally get, I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil and tell y'all. I normally would get me the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant with the large hash brown, and add another large or medium hash brown depending on how I was feeling that day. And then get me 2 of the 3-piece French toast sticks and a large iced coffee. And that would be my zhuzh. And so I knew I wouldn't be able to eat all of that. So I said, okay, well, I'll just get the sausage croissant sandwich and with egg and cheese. No, I didn't do cheese. With egg and cheese. I think I did.